Imagine looking toward the horizon and seeing the sky begin to twist. Within minutes, a rotating column of air descends from the clouds. Buildings are ripped apart, vehicles are thrown through the air, and entire communities disappear beneath a cloud of dust and debris. Tornadoes are among the most violent weather events on Earth. But which tornado was the worst? The answer depends on how worst is measured. Some tornadoes killed the most people. Others produced the fastest winds, caused enormous financial destruction, or grew wider than entire cities. These are some of the worst tornadoes ever recorded.
On April 26, 1989, a devastating tornado struck the Manikganj district of Bangladesh, passing through the communities of Daulatpur and Saturia. The storm moved through densely populated settlements where many homes were constructed from lightweight materials and offered little protection from violent winds. The destruction was catastrophic. The most widely accepted estimate suggests that approximately 1,300 people were killed and around 12,000 were injured. However, because records from the disaster remain incomplete, the precise number of deaths is uncertain. A World Meteorological Organization expert committee concluded that 1,300 was the most reliable estimate, making the Daulatpur Saturia tornado the deadliest tornado disaster ever documented. These are some of the worst tornadoes ever recorded.
Thousands of families were left without shelter, demonstrating how poverty, population density, and weak infrastructure can make a natural hazard far more deadly. More than 6 decades earlier, another legendary tornado had torn across the United States. On March 18, 1925, the tri-state tornado traveled through Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. Its officially accepted destruction path extended approximately 219 miles, or 352 kilometers. The tornado remained on the ground for roughly 3.5 hours, destroying one community after another. A total of 695 people were killed, making it the deadliest tornado in United States history. More than 2,000 others were injured. Murfreesboro, Illinois, suffered the greatest loss. More than 230 people died there alone. In 1925, modern weather radar did not exist. Many residents received little or no warning before the tornado arrived. The storm moved so quickly that some people reportedly mistook the approaching funnel and debris cloud for smoke from a fire. The tri-state tornado remains one of the most extraordinary and controversial tornado tracks ever investigated, with researchers continuing to examine whether one tornado or a closely connected family of tornadoes produced the enormous path.
On May 22, 2011, an enormous EF5 tornado entered Joplin, Missouri. Unlike tornadoes that remain over rural land, this storm moved directly through a populated urban area. With winds exceeding 200 miles per hour, it destroyed houses, businesses, schools, and medical facilities. Vehicles were thrown hundreds of feet, trees were stripped of their bark, and asphalt was torn from roads and parking areas. The tornado directly killed 158 people and injured more than 1,000. Damage reached approximately $3 billion, making it one of the most destructive and expensive individual tornadoes in American history. Joplin also demonstrated that receiving a warning is not always enough. People must understand the danger, believe that the warning applies to them, and immediately move to secure shelter. Some tornadoes become infamous, not because of their death toll, but because of their extraordinary size. On May 31, 2013, a tornado developed near Reno, Oklahoma. At its maximum extent, the tornado reached approximately 2.6 miles, or more than 4 kilometers, in width. It became the widest tornado documented in the United States. Mobile radar also detected winds approaching 300 miles per hour within the storm. The circulation contained powerful smaller vortices that moved rapidly around the main tornado. Its size and unpredictable movement placed residents, researchers, and experienced storm chasers in extreme danger. The El Reno tornado proved that a funnel visible from a distance may represent only a small portion of a much larger and more dangerous wind circulation. On May 3rd, 1999, an F5 tornado moved through Bridge Creek and Moore, Oklahoma. A mobile Doppler radar measured winds of approximately 302 miles per hour, about 30 meters above the ground. This remains one of the highest radar-observed wind speeds associated with a tornado. Scientists caution that radar measurements taken above the surface cannot be directly compared with winds measured by conventional ground instruments. Nevertheless, the observation revealed the astonishing power that can exist inside a violent tornado. The Daulatpur Saturia tornado was the deadliest. The tri-state tornado produced America's greatest tornado death toll and an extraordinary destruction path. Joplin demonstrated the consequences of a violent tornado striking a modern city. El Reno became the widest tornado documented in the United States, and Bridge Creek Moore revealed wind speeds almost beyond imagination. But the true severity of a tornado is not determined by wind speed alone. It also depends on where it strikes, the strength of buildings, the warning systems available, and whether people can reach safe shelter. Tornadoes may last only minutes, but for the communities in their path, their effects can last for generations. If you enjoyed this journey through extreme weather, subscribe to Global 24 for more science, history, and extraordinary stories from our planet.